You're welcome. You just watched the illustration on the blackboard that Mr. Nsubuga Amon was making for you, and that's the center of what we're going to talk about, or what we are talking about this week in this special episode on LOC Africa. I want to welcome you to LOC Africa if you are our first time viewer, and I also want to welcome those who watched last week's episode. If you did not watch, please look down, find it, and you will watch, so you are up to date. Those that watched and those that continue to watch, Bisaso Fred, Nachanzi, Viola, Chitumba Ali, many. I want to thank you, and I want to welcome you to this episode. Be sure that you will learn. Let's welcome Mr. Nsubuga Amon as we break down what you just watched in the illustration, the center.
Thank you so much, dear organizer, Mr. Joshua. Thank you, the management of Legacy Channel Africa, LC Africa. Thank you, our dear viewers who have time for us.
All right. Now, you could be wondering how or what you have taken as center in your life. Sometimes you might have you might be taking something as central or major, and you don't know that you're taking it as major, or you may not know that you still need to find something to make major, and this show could help you maybe refocus and find center or center in your life. Mr. Nsubuga Amon, as you explained the center on the blackboard, at what age would someone find or make a right choice for the things he would want to take as center?
Thank you so much, Mr. Joshua. Dear viewers, making choices, making a life choice is one of the central things in life. Therefore needs to be carried or taken or protected carefully, lest we make mistakes. A wrong choice will backfire. So we need to be careful. There are things we need to consider. But of all choices we make in life, there are five most fundamental. Most central, which we need to give extra attention. And these are the choice concerning our health.
Choice concerning our health.
What do we eat? How do we eat? When do we eat? What do we drink? What do we smoke, if we smoke anyway? That is one. Two, choice regarding our faith. What do we believe in? How do we believe? What is fundamental in our belief? Three, choice regarding career choices, vocation, the jobs. Well, may I say the professions? This takes us back to the choice of the subjects. For one who will take on a job, having followed the subjects he chose, may we say at senior 3, senior 5, then the course at tertiary institution. Those were 3 or 4.
Those are 3: health, faith, career.
Then 4, choice on associates or friends. Remembering that bad friends or bad company ruins good character. The Bible cautions. So we need to watch them. Then 5, and one of those most important, which are more central, choice or decision on the choice of a partner. Otherwise, if we don't give these 5 extra attention, if we don't make them central, more central, there are regrets.
Let's give these 5 things more emphasis and learn them in depth, or discuss them in depth for you, break them down a little bit. Health At what age would someone begin taking their health serious? Some people want to drink, and until some people, even in the times of COVID-19, some people still want to be reminded to put on masks and social distance and all that. Some people, there's youthful age, where people don't take anything of health serious.
Well, it is unfortunate. But you know, we believe in charity begins at home.
Charity begins at home.
But it is two-way. Charity, good manners, bad manners, both begin at home sometimes. The heart of being generous or being kind or unkind or ungenerous begins at home.
They never begin at school.
Not really. School is secondary. The most important school in life is the home.
It's the home.
Where the parents are the teachers who never applied for the job. It is God given. They don't retire. They don't follow a given syllabus or syllabi. They are not pensionable. Did I say they don't retire?
They don't retire.
Even at old age, if your parents are still there, will come and caution you or warn you.
Even when you make a family of yourself,
which an academic teacher will not do.
Your parents can still come and teach you and have something.
They do. Even when he has something wrong about you, he will call and say, my son, my daughter, what is this that I'm hearing? By the way, on failure to caution our children, if those who have them, we are blamed. And this may lead to our destruction. Don't forget the rejection of Eli's priestly family.
Some people want to say, I'm old enough, that cannot tell me anything else, cannot give me counsel, I am old. What would you, what comment would you have for such people?
Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrong perception. It's a wrong perception.
Someone never gets old before their parents.
No. And we must only continue, listening to them, respecting them, only until they have gone contrary to the norms. Society norms, spiritual norms. The Bible says in Ephesians, respect them until they have lost worth, they have lost value.
A parent has lost worth, has lost value, has gone against social norms. Let's say a parent has become gay in Africa. In Africa, being gay or homosexual is something that is against our culture. It's being uncultured, the society norms. And I am a child. How do I bring them back? Or how do I handle the matter? Or how do I even approach my parent, telling them being gay is such bad thing?
Well, we do our part. You politely tell them, dear father, I respect you, I love you, but what you are telling me, what you are asking me, the example you are showing me is not the right one.
Not right one.
Yeah. And biblically we are justified. By that we have done our part, and we are not blamed. You may not coerce them in any way, but you have done your part.
Let's talk about faith. Faith. Some of us are born. You see, there's a confusion of faith and religion. Are these two similar?
Similar but different. I think faith is broader than the other.
Can someone have faith without religion?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Religion is finally the cover. The cover. It is what is common. It is the sect. Which religious sect? Catholicism, Protestantism, but faith, Christianity. I believe in Christ. A Catholic, a born again, a Seventh Day, an Orthodox, and all others who believe in Christ. That is their faith. But religion is a particular sect, a denomination, a division, a cover. So
I am born a Christian. If I ever
that's
want
your faith.
That's my faith.
Yeah. But religion, SDA.
If I am born, in other words, everyone
has a belief.
Or something they believe
in. Yes.
Beyond humanity.
Which has some practices. Yes.
Some practices.
All people have.
So it is such important. All right. All right. Now we have career and education. Oh, career. People choose wrong careers.
Yes. People choose wrong careers. Yes. When you are considering to choose a career, there are factors to consider, honestly. Well, sometime we shall dig them in depth. However, briefly we can say, look at the talent and ability. You who is choosing either the subjects to push you to the career, the profession or the vocation, the subjects you choose. Consider the talents and ability. You want to become a teacher, but you have no physical ability to stand for some time. Yet teaching, whether kindergarten, primary, secondary, or tertiary, will call for at least a moment of standing for some time.
You want to be a teacher, but you can't even explain how to boil water.
Honestly. Two, you are not patient. And this being teacher calls for patience. So I said you consider one, the talents and ability, consider society needs. Today we don't just study. We don't just choose a career for ourselves. Because whatever we choose to do, we do it for other people. So
a career is not a personal kind of thing, but it is also something you choose for even the society and the people around you.
Even whatever is personal will affect other people. Someone told me, you know, I'm self-employed. There is no language of self-employment. Nobody is self-employed in this world. You are only self-employed if you want to mean you are doing direct production. You produce this chair for yourself to sit on. But when you are making pancakes, the frying pan is yours, the cooking oil and all other tools, requirements are yours. They belong to you. You determine the type. Sometimes you may not determine the shape. They may say, the customers, the clients, we want a triangular pancake. We want a rectangular pancake. By this, they are determining the shape. For us, we take breakfast at 6. So you need to have prepared to open the shop as early as 6 or earlier than that.
So indirectly,
by this, they are self-employed. They are determining the time, determining the shape, and all the other factors, even the price sometimes.
So indirectly now they are employing you, they are your bosses.
Yes, only you have the capital. But as long as they determine those other things, the time, the shape, sometimes even the price. In a free market economy, they may determine the price.
You happen to be an authority in the education system of this country, or you are the master, you've been in it for so long. In line with our education system, let's say from primary level, secondary, the subjects that we take, do they give good guidance to someone for someone to choose the right career, or they just long for nothing?
The subjects? Well,
and the whole system at large, how it is arranged?
Good teaching calls for the teacher himself, the teacher herself, must be good enough to motivate. In the process of teaching, there must be moments of career guidance. The one who is providing this career guidance must be informed. Someone who knows what to do and where to do it. Sometimes, you know, the shape of the molding box determines the shape of the brick. If the molding box is rectangular, the brick will be.
Some people tend to say maybe our education system should have been in a way that it takes someone directly to the career they are supposed to do at an early age, without this process of secondary, primary, etc.
It is right. They are right. That would be the proper education. There are 3 definitions I personally believe in. The definitions of education. 1, education is what remains when everything learned has been forgotten. That is 1. 2, education is the continuous process of learning more of our ignorance. That is 2.
More of our
the continuous process of learning more of our ignorance. And then 3, education are the experiences we go through from birth to death. Those are 3 definitions.
So education is not just about school.
It isn't. Many people are schooled but not educated.
Not educated.
Being schooled is common.
The late Gaddafi
Parents
used to
choosing
talk
which
about
school to take you, that is going to school.
The late President Gaddafi used to talk about educated fools.
Yes, there are many. We have many. So many people have gone to school, beautiful schools, infrastructure-wise, but less education gotten there. Education is seen.
Who is to blame?
There are many parties. There are many parties in this case. There are many parties. You cannot solely blame one party. The parents, the government. The government Department of Inspection is not that active. And the three, the administrators or founders or proprietors of those different institutions. Many of them are profit motivated. Less education is embedded in their curriculum. There are parties to blame.
Associates, friends.
It is one of the sensitive and one of those most central bits of life when we are making choices. Incidentally, one thing about friends, they may not add something positive to you, but inevitably they will subtract. They will subtract. They will pull you.
Those who subtract
are the bad friends.
Are the bad friends.
Yes. You may not learn something positive from a friend, but you must take something negative. You will take something negative. Many times they tend to drive us towards what they want. We tend to move towards trying to be like them. That kind of bandwagon.
That's what they call bad company.
That is the bad company. The Bible cautions that it ruins good character. We need to watch them. And these friends sometimes grow into partners. That's why it is important. And this is a gradual process. Someone has been we'll say girlfriend, not a girl lover, girlfriend, because she's a friend and she's a girl, so it's a girlfriend. But this girlfriend may grow into a lover, then fiancé, then partner. So you need to watch from the start.
What happens when one skips some of those steps of partner?
Some things will skip him.
Some things will.
In future. Yes.
He will regret his case.
Where you are supposed to treat someone as a friend, if you mention love and he happens to say yes, or if you demand for sex, there are many steps you have skipped.
How do I control?
How do you control?
In the process, or at that stage whereby we just friends?
It takes us back to the focus, to the center.
The center.
What was central in you going to that person? Was it sex? Was sex more central? Was proper relationship more central? It takes us back to the focus, the purpose, what we're aiming at. There are people we don't have to be friends completely and also. And there are friends now we need to abandon, who are misleading us, who are misdirecting us, as long as they are not helping you to achieve. In the spiritual life, as long as they are not helping you to achieve, to attain eternity, then you had better not have friends. One thing about friends, before we finish that, it is better to have one friend who can help you a million times than a million friends who can help you only a single time.
Only a single time. Very important. I found someone having do I say a had I known kind of talk, and they were saying, well, he was speaking about a relationship that was nearly ending, and he was regretting, saying, well, I started this, or I came into this not ready for marriage, but I think what I wanted was sex, and it wasn't marriage. And since I wasn't an expert of sort in terms of relationship, maybe I did not have a lot of counsel to give them. But you have more knowledge about this matter. Is it possible for someone to mistake or to take someone who wants sex? Or how does someone differentiate between wanting sex and wanting marriage?
Yes. You know, marriage is the last step. The last. And sex is an outcome of marriage.
Is an outcome of marriage.
Marriage should not be an outcome of sex. Hey, since they have been sleeping together or playing sex, let them marry. No. Sex should come only after marriage, or in marriage, I should say.
In marriage.
The process is clearly outlined and displayed.
So it isn't sex that should graduate us into marriage?
Not at all. And it is a mistake for we elders to say, since they have been misbehaving and she has become a second hand, or she's already impregnated, let's force them into marriage. Marriage is something which should be free will, out of love, not merely for convenience, like I explained. Today we have a lot of marriage of convenience, less of marriage of commitment. There are men who marry because, after all, I was, you know, when she lost her mother and she was crying a lot, I decided to help her. Then the only thing to do was to marry her. That is wrong. That is wrong. That is a wrong reason taking us into marriage.
That is what you call convenience.
Marriage of convenience. Well, I had to marry because they had to promote me to become a head teacher, headmistress, a church elder. So I had to look around for someone, to anyone to marry, not someone.
Or because he was doing well, he has some money.
For marriage, there must be a question of whom. The question of whom. Not merely who. The question of whom. It means particular qualities must be outlined. But of course, those which are most central should be considered. Those which are most, you may have a long list, but there are those which are more central, more crucial.
Someone is getting married next week or next year, or they are planning or to get a partner. What do they take as central?
Well, different people have different perspectives, but there are those things which are universal, which we believe apply to everyone. Yes, there must be love, the aspect of love. There must be love. The couple should be God-fearing. God-fearing. Someone who is God-fearing will not have to be given marriage rules. You have to report back at this time. Don't fall in for other men or women. Don't. Someone who is God-fearing will already be disciplined.
And all those characters will just come natural.
Will just come, yes. The other aspect of money and materialism should not be so much considered. These are things that can be worked for. These are things which are not limited by time. They can be achieved with the proper communication. Yes.
Beautiful. We're still learning about the things that you need to take as center or central in your life. Let's wind this up, and maybe you could give us some of those important things that we shouldn't leave out in this episode.
Well, in all life, there are other things which are central, which are important, which are crucial. In production, in business, and in all these other aspects of life, there are 5 fundamental questions. Five crucial, 5 central questions in all that we do. The question of what? The question of for whom? The question of when? This regards time. The question of where? And the question of how? For anyone who must progress and succeed in life, these 5 fundamental questions must be regarded central, significant, important, crucial. If life must be smooth, successful, if must succeed in academics, in production, in relationships, in all aspects of life. These 5 fundamental questions. Let's make them
practical. What? When? How does one pose this what question in their life?
If it is production, for example, Mr. Joshua wants to do something, a business, I will not say side business. you must consider the question of what. What must I do? This considers your talents, your abilities. It goes back to the other side, considers the society needs. It considers your inclination. It considers the risky nature of the job. It considers other factors. The capital, of course. It considers, I've talked about the ability, mental and physical and financial, all these aspects. They answer the question of what. Then the question of whom. If you are going to produce, for whom are you going to produce? Having chosen the question, answered the question of what, and then you say journalism, you say film production, then you come back for whom. We are doing this program. What is our target group? For whom are we doing this?
Doing it for?
Yes, it is important. We don't just do it. Why have we chosen to do it in English? There is some target audience. Some people will complain it should have been Swahili. But the target audience we are looking at are the English speakers, those who listen to English.
And then the when.
The when is regards type. Yes. For example, you want to marry. If you tell me, Mr. Joshua, you tell me you want to marry next week Friday, and I ask you about your fiancé now, and you say, well, I think I want to concentrate on, out of these three, I want to concentrate on one. You have 2 weeks time, but you have not yet concentrated on one. You have not graduated one from friend to fiancé. Then the question of when, you have not answered it.
You haven't answered it. And yes, where, the question of where.
Place, it calls for place. If you want to say, for example, allow me to, I don't know why I've taken so much to do with you. If you say you want to have your wedding reception in Hotel Serena, Serena Gardens, that is a place. Or Sheraton Gardens, the question of money comes in now. Unless it is a donation, the venue is donated. If not that, you need to have a lot of money.
Or in terms of business, where you want to put your business.
There are some businesses which are bulky. Welding workshops, carpentry workshops, they are always located near the roadside because their materials, their finished products are bulky, they are heavy.
To display,
yes. It's not like a medicine business. It can be located anywhere. Anywhere, because it may not be bulky.
Then the how?
How is the methods of production, how you are going to do it, the way you are going to do it, technology, the human resource needed, the space, and all these other cooperant factors, electricity, water, etc. They answer the question of how. Technology, methods, the ways. Yes.
Thank you very much. I hope you learnt a lot in this, the 5 factors that we first dealt with, health, faith, career, associates and friends, partner. Then what you need to take central, what, whom, when, where and how. Very important things. You must have learned something. Leave us a comment, or if you have any question, please put it in the comment section so that when we come back next week, we are able to give you your answer. Let's have a goodbye word from Mr. Nsubuga Amon.
Thank you so much, dear viewers, dear organizers of Legacy Channel Africa. Thank you for considering that I have a word to share with the audience. May God bless all of us.
Amen.